Patriot television and radio and multi-platforms. Patriotism is an act that is deserving of every citizen. And to be patriotic is one of the most practices of democracy. Today we want to honor a very young man, the APC National Youth Leader of the Northwest Zone. And he's also the chairman, APC Non-National Working Committee NEC Integrated Group of the party, Federal Republic of Nigeria. And he is none other than Honorable Abubakar Sadiq Saadu Fakai. Please, it's an honor to have you on the page. It is one of those things that is most lacking in the politics that we practice today. It is so difficult to find people who really can fly the country's flag around, where they find themselves maybe outside the shores of this country. They are burying their faces in shame. But to be able to lift this country from where it is, it takes men and women who are dogged to also participate in different levels and at different points, even with little leadership positions that they have. It is also discovered that you have distinguished yourself, that you are the National Youth Leader and also hold other positions, Mr. Chairman. So, Mr. Chairman, please, can you tell us something more about your office or your offices and all that you represent?
Well, it's okay. As I say, it's a pleasure to be identified as one of the progressive youth of this country. Talking about mainly the primary responsibilities of ours, coming from the governing party as an All Progressive Congress that has been heading the affairs of the government of the country. It's not easy for one to be a progressive. And as a progressive-minded person, we know coming from the party, a lot has been done. Talking about our primary constituency, which is the youth. We know definitely a lot has been expected, especially from the government. Coming from 2015, that APC take over the affairs of this country. Up to today, so many things has gone wrong, but Nigeria has decided to give the mandate to All Progressive Congress under the leadership of President Muhammadu Buhari, with support of millions of Nigerian people. And believe me, a lot has been done as far as the government is concerned, and the government of President Muhammadu Buhari led by All Progressive Congress. As a young progressive-minded that has a primary responsibility of coordinating the affairs of the youth of our party, the largest zone of the country, talking about Northwest, as in the zone that determines the political positions of this country, as I mean the determining zone in any political activities as far as Nigeria is concerned is Northwest. Talking about the population, talking about the commitment, talking about the experience and the sacrifice, the zone has produced a lot of leaders. I can tell you, coordinating the youth affairs is not an easy task. But when we come on board, we have to keep the best of us and we make sure that we make a lot of differences within our time, and we're still on it. When we come on board, we realize there is a lot of gap between the system and mainly our primary constituency, which is the youth. So when we try to establish more relationship to get close to the system, because that is the only thing that can give us opportunities to bring a lot of dividend of democracy to our teeming youth in the country. We have a lot of series of meetings, knowing fully that we know most of the challenges as a zone. Knowing fully, we know most of the challenges we have carried when we come on board as a party, as a government party. And knowing fully the role that the Nigerian youth, or more especially the youth from the Northwest, has played, you understand, in contributing towards putting the government in position. So definitely they need to be rewarded and they need to be carried along.
Thank you very much. Sadiq, it's nice to have you here very clearly. Now let's move away from the security challenges that has been proliferating in the news and all the media headlines and all that. Let's be a bit focused on the welfare of the Nigerian youth. Do you think you can be very sincere to tell us that it has not gotten to the time where Nigerians are actually feeling that the welfare of their lives and life expectancy is worse now with this government in place rather than it used to be before? Can you just be very sincere, because Nigerians will listen to you and the world is watching you?
Well, talking about the welfare of Nigerian youth, I can tell you, and I can beat chest, in this sort of recent government that passed, no any government has come up with a program that has direct bearing to Nigeria that this APC government. I know fully when APC come on board, APC government and the leadership sit and look at it that, yeah, as a government we cannot accommodate everybody when it comes to shop employment. As a government, the expectation of this Nigerian, they really stand by us. You understand? The welfare of them, so many things that has to do with Nigerian youth. But when APC government come on board, realize that it's not even everybody that voted for the government or supported the government that need to be in a workforce as a civil servant or other. So this administration comes with a lot of social intervention program that has to do with youth directly. I can tell you a lot of numbers of social intervention programs are still ongoing. Even yesterday, I know some group of youth has called me to appreciate because they have been getting some alerts coming from the government. And I can tell you, no government is giving money the way this government is giving. Talking about when this government come, it come with a program of this Empower, which accommodates a lot of million Nigerian youth. It gives them opportunity to return and to be part of the system. Under NDE, I know a lot of thousands programs in NDE, whereby if you didn't go to school, there is a program that you can join in. Either you want to be carpenter, you want to be panel beater, you want to be hairdresser, you want to be computer. So many programs are there, program of your choice. You will be trained. After being trained for 30 months, and then you'll be supported with the tools that you can start business on your own. The person that will train you will also be accommodated. The government will settle him. You understand? It creates a lot of opportunities. When it comes to issue of farming, there is a lot of support on borrowers coming from the state I come from. I know a lot of people that their life has changed courtesy of support coming from the government for borrowers. A lot of the young Nigerians has gone back to farm, and they are making it. When it comes to issue of this current pandemic that affects the whole world, Nigerian youth has get a lot of support. I can testify that because I know when the whole challenge government come up with this CBN COVID-19 support loan, which I know millions of Nigerians has benefited from it. Starting the least you can get is 475. I know people, numbers, in thousands of numbers that benefited from 1.8 to 2 million, 1.9, with all this courtesy of government supporting the youth. I can tell you a lot of programs are there, specifically because of the love and passion that this government has for Nigerian youth. Last year, President has approved 75 billion naira Nigerian Youth Fund. And I can tell you a lot of people are still benefiting from this money, which is the target of the money each and every year within. Last year, 25 billion naira has been released. This year, they are releasing another 25 billion naira. Well, next year, they are still releasing another 25 billion naira. All this, government is making this effort at least to support and appreciate Nigerian youth. You understand? And a lot of agencies are creating a lot of program like that. When you go to Smeden, a lot of programs are there. When you go to Bank of Industry, a lot of programs are there. When you go to Nexim Bank, a lot of programs are there. CBN with a lot of programs through Nicel Microfinance. So I think nothing is more than this. You understand? What we only expect Nigerian youth to come out and keep on appreciating the effort of this administration. And I believe government is determined to come up with more opportunities that will benefit Nigeria.
Thank you very much, Sadiq. You're going to tell us how we're going to get these packages to the other youths that don't have. So we're going to take a very quick break now. When we return, we are going to be dealing more on how we're going to get this to those who don't have. We're going to take a very short break. This is the Patriot Television, and we are discussing with very great patriots. Patriotism is one very important act that all Nigerians sing the national anthem, first and second stanzas, with the pledge, just to uphold the tenets and the love of one's country. Please don't go away. Vision where we are showcasing very, very serious and patriotic Nigerians. We have been listening to Abubakar Sadiq Saadu, who is the national youth leader of the Northwest, the very cardinal portion and region of this country that determines vote, the two-thirds majority for whoever wins a national position or contest. The profile that we have just read is going to deal with your mind and stimulate those who are very unpatriotic to become patriotic. Thank you very much. Sadiq, how do we get these special programs by this administration to the nooks and crannies of others who don't have? Should they come through you, or should they do what and so that they can get it? Because those little people maybe who have not gotten yet may become spoilers. I don't know. What do you have to say?
Well, the good thing about all these programs are the programs that are open. You understand? And most of these programs, 70 to 80% of them are online. And those links are open. You understand? The one of the Nigerian Youth Investment Funds, I think the Ministry has created a lot of awareness. The Ministry of Youth and Sport has created a lot of awareness. Platform is there. Those programs are online. The one is turning to more of a global village. You understand? What we encourage our team in youth and most of the people holding positions in government, they should help government in creating more awareness so that the people that doesn't know about these programs, that is important of all these legislators, representatives from different places, down to the state chairmen, leaders, you understand. When government come with their programs, it's their responsibility to stand and make sure that they create more awareness and they support their people to key in and get this benefit to their team. You didn't expect government will create program and you expect government will do everything 100% for you to get access to this program. As a youth leader, I know I have played a major role, more especially in the distribution of COVID-19. We make case and we stand, we encourage a lot of young people. We went around across the zone, we organize a kind of sensitization program whereby we sell this idea of all these opportunities and we call on the people in positions. If it were to create a registration center whereby they can support the system and dedicate one person that can assist in registering people online so that they can be able to key in. Those are the kind of things that we expect our leaders to be doing. Government has done its best. When you talk about this COVID-19, I think no more than 2-3 months the link has been open again, the circumference. When you talk about all this empower and other things, I believe the Federal Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs has been doing a lot. They have been moving around. Those things are online. They have been in all the media. They have been in all the social media. You understand? But at least ours as the leaders, as the youth leaders, you understand, is for us to call the attention of most of these leaders. Our party has a very good structures. When we get this information, we make sure that we relate it to our state leaders across different states, and we expect the state leaders to relate it to the local government, down to the polling unit. Even if we're using this channel alone, believe me, a lot of people will get to know about this program. You understand? So those are the programs, and the windows are open. Sweden, they have their branches in almost all the states, you understand? Then microfinances that has a lot of support for all these admins loan, all this, you understand, they have a lot of packaging. I cannot even say some, but when you get there, you get to know about those opportunities. When you're talking about NDE, they have branches across almost 771 local government. I think recently they are doing a support program for almost 774,000 local government. And each local government, the target is to support 1,000 youth per local government. What it means is to train them on how to go about doing small business and get support for 3 months, which a lot of people will start to benefit this, and they launched it somewhere last year. So our issue, don't expect that government has to come and bring this. President Muhammadu Buhari has made promise that he's going to lift and bring over 100 million Nigerian people out of poverty. When he's talking about 100 Nigerian people, you understand, the population and the majority of this country are young people. You understand? And the target is young people. So let young people come out and continue taking advantage of those opportunities. If you didn't get, ask somebody or ask your neighbor within your immediate community. You will find out 1, 2, 3%, or good numbers of them are benefiting from this program. So
government will still benefit more.
And they are still benefiting.
Thank you very much, sir.
Some of these programs are still running. They are still open. They are ongoing.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. They're still ongoing. I can see the passion to which you speak. We conducted a survey on you, and what the people came back to talk about you and why you were selected was principally the fact that you are very selfless. You don't get angry. But one of the things that you don't tolerate is when there is injustice. If there's something for this set of youth, let that thing get to them. And you stand firm to make sure that they get it. And then if you give a palliative, for instance, 10 trucks of rice that deliver to everybody's doorstep, and the person comes back to steal some, you take them back to those places where the people need them. That's the kind of report that we have on you. I want to say to you that the sky is just beginning the stepping point where leadership is going to be enthroned on you, sir. I want to say congratulations and call on the media king to please come forward as you stand.
Okay. Yes, it is with pleasure that I have this honored opportunity to do this very honorable job of giving honor to whom honor is due. And from several surveys within the Northwest, not just on the APC platform, youths generally, on perception about your leadership and the welfare of young people in the Northwest and in Nigeria as a whole under the current leadership of the All Progressive Congress political party. It's with pleasure that we present this mid-year Nigerian Patriot Award 2021, an award of recognition which we are giving to you this day, Honorable Abubakar Sadiq Saadu Fakai, the APC National Youth Leader, Northwest Zone, as a true Nigerian patriot and an icon of true representation of the Nigerian youth. So on behalf of the new media group, NMG, and our subsidiaries, the Africa Patriots Digital Communications, Patriots Television, Multiplaforms, I say congratulations, and also to let you know that Nigeria expects much more from you. We are looking up to you, Nigerian youths are looking up to you, and they are not going to be disappointed, because so far you've been doing very well, and this award is just to say more power to your efforts, as the sky is just the beginning, it's just the starting point for greater achievements. So on behalf of the group, say congratulations and receive this award.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Congratulations. And this is also to inform you that if you don't have this presentation, then your name will not be written in the book of the patriotic Nigerians, which we are going to gather, and then we are going to print at the end of the year and hand over copies to you. that means that everybody that is a Nigerian is going to have that book. Even when you're long gone, they will open the books and remember, oh, Abubakar Sadiq, he was this is the thing he did. And anything that we want to get from all these awards as appreciation, we are going to make sure that as corporate social responsibility, we will channel it to those vulnerable and needy Nigerians as part of our CSR. Thank you. May you respond, please?
Well, thank you very much. I will start by appreciating the Almighty God, which I believe when you are with God, your God, when your God is with you, definitely you have piano. I appreciate the support of my parents, the support of my relatives, and my leaders, especially my mentor, the Honorable Minister of Justice and Attorney of the Federation, and the support enjoying from friends and family, my elder brother, my wife and my younger brother, my good friends, colleagues that we work together with them, because courtesy of them with their advices, with their support, that is what brings about to get all these results. And finally, I can tell you that I dedicated this award to the progressive Nigerian youth. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Thank you. Go for it.
Leader.
Congrats.
No, I
Aminu.
just allow those people to come.
Allow them to come here because they
Aminu, zo mana, za ka kuri sun gama. Ina zuwa. Shigo ma.
Akwai wani wurin ko kai ɗaya ne? Okatari na. So leader. Aminu shigo mana. You just target the people in white. You target those people in white.
the nomination is going to...
I know.
No, not yet.
But if I'm not start with them, if I join in, then nobody should come here because... I think I have to... Yeah. Everybody's cutting.
Kai ka rika wannan abun fa dan kaka ce a zo a
I guess I'll take your face.